day like this one for the country Zambia?
It is always important to be supportive of this initiative in terms of ensuring that we deliver to the expectations of the Zambian people by providing them uninterrupted live coverage of results in terms of waiting for who could be the next Zambian president at this stage.
Kelvin?
Yeah, listen, it is gratifying that we've continued to be here and we've continued to deliver to the people that are, have continued to watch. And I know that a lot of people, anxieties are very high, expectations are very high. People are still expecting to hear at the end of the day who is going to carry the day. And it's a big day, today Sunday, because the 72 hours which the Electoral Commission of Zambia told the Zambian people that we'll be able to announce the winner in 72 hours. 72 hours will elapse today. And so it is a big day, a Sunday it is. And I hope and pray that people that are out there, they should continue to pray for Mother Zambia, pray for these politicians, and pray for us who are in the media, because you are aware that we've been endangered species before. And so it is important that we continue to be on our knees to pray for the country, pray for all the candidates, and pray for people, pray for men and women in uniform, as well as us who are here working in the media.
All right. Now, with over 400,000 votes separating the two main contenders in this particular election, Hakainde Hichilema of the UPND seemingly in the lead, as well Edgar Lungu, the Patriotic Front presidential candidate, also now saying he cannot accept these results because he's calling the competition unfair. And he says that members of his party that were sent as polling agents were not given the space, to do that. The legal minds have spoken, and they've talked and have dismissed his, declaration of the elections as unfair, and they've said that he cannot issue such a statement. He cannot declare. He's got no powers to declare elections unfair or fair. All he has to do is wait for the process to be done and petition in the courts of law. Mavuto, this is the stance by the Law Association of Zambia and some legal minds, such as former Attorney General Musa Mwini.
It's a very surprising statement, looking at what came out of the presidency yesterday from State House in terms of referring to these elections as unfair and fair. But for me, I would call it premature, considering that, firstly, what is at stake earlier, before the president issued that statement, there was a statement from the PF Secretary General saying these elections are not fair, but we're winning. So what does it mean? I see totally as a contradiction, and I see lack of consistency in terms of the issues that are being issued by those from the Patriotic Front. But said, as we speak today, I'll tell you that just to report or to inform members of the general public that former Southern Province Provincial Minister has just ditched the boat and thanked the president for having given him an opportunity to be part of his government. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is clearly certain people are sensing something that we might not be privy to. And we're just waiting and basing our aspirations and hope on the Electoral Commission of Zambia, who yesterday actually promised us that come 12 hours, the results will be able to be, they'll give us the results of the outcome of these elections. And earlier in this morning, I think leader of the opposition, Hari Kalaba, did concede defeat. Equally, he has thanked and congratulated UPND leader Hakainde Hichilema for what he has termed the resounding victory. But he has said that the people have given their hope and have rekindled their hope in the UPND in terms of many issues that he did highlight at that news conference. So for me, I think what is key is these are exciting times that even the governing political party can be able to complain that the elections were free and fair. But I think the governing political party, through its president, who is also a presidential candidate, and the Secretary General, I think they've lacked the consistency in terms of the key issues in these elections. The opposition had problems, for instance, on the Copper Belt, where they were blocked from campaigning. I think you heard also the statement that came from the European Union yesterday, in terms of, they were all equally shocked that President Lungu could come out in such a manner that he came out. In that, firstly, there were challenges with the opposition, got to different airports, and they could not drop because they had been bad, and we had also issues of getting to other areas where we're told the president is in that area. You can't join him in that area. You have to divert your campaign program. So, and for him, suddenly the president to come out and say this election was not fair, it speaks volumes of ourselves as a people in terms of values. Because our values, of course, one of them should be that of honesty in terms of dealing with the issues. And I believe that at this stage, some of these leaders that are in the political arena have not been alive to the facts of what defines us as a country in terms of values.
Calvin, some presidential candidates have written a letter to President Edgar Lungu. These candidates were taking part in this election. They had monitors across the country, and based off of the information that was given to them by their monitors, they have said that this election was free, it was fair, but also that the statement that has been issued by President Edgar Lungu through his press aide is wrong. It should not be the case, and have called on the president to rescind whatever idea he has in his mind and consider conceding defeat.
It is sad, Desen, that as a country of laws, a country that is a growing democracy, you are aware that politicians before, successful presidents before, talked about the Constitution, and the PF are one of those political parties that still can boast of giving people a people-driven constitution. And it is sad that the president and the handlers of the presidency have continued to mislead themselves. And that is why, after that letter from State House, you saw the reactions that came from qualified lawyers, the likes of Musa Mwinyi. Even the Law Association of Zambia State Council, Abud Shonga, also did, disagree with the stance that the presidency had taken. And moving forward, we'll make sure that we become a country that is going to respect the rule of law and abide to the rules of the game. And also, it is very sad. I know that my elder brothers talked about Edify Hamugare, one of the provinces in which the PF, the Secretary General and the President are trying to communicate the Electoral Commission of Zambia that elections were not free and fair is Southern Province. Then you have a former provincial minister who is also a former contestant.
Until we dispose of those numbers. Thank you. So I'll call upon the Vice Chairperson to read the first results for the first constituency. Thank you.
The results for Chitambo constituency, Chitambo district of Central Province. Silumbe Richard LM 3. Nyirenda Stephen Narep 5. Mwenda Kasonde EFF 6. Mwamba Kasonde TS UNIP 9. Mumba Nevas MMD 15. Chisera Lazarus ZUSD 17. Tonga Enoch R Third Liberation Movement 20. Temboshon Pape 22. Hamdudu Hivi PNUP 22. Chanda Charles UPPZ 23. Kalabahari DP 30. Kateka Chisala NHP 46. Andiford Banda Park 64. Member Fred SP 328. Hikainde Hichilema UPND 4,347. Lungu Edgar PF 12,089. 12,089. Registered voters in this constituency were 26,599. Valid votes cast 17,046. Rejected votes 585. Total votes cast 17,631. Percentage turnout 66.28%. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. And now, next set will be read by Commissioner Simwinga.
Thank you, Chairperson. I would like to announce the results for Wengua Constituency, Wengua District, Eastern Province. Nyirenda Stephen Narep, 18. Silumbe Richard LM, 19. Mwenda Kasonde EFF 35. Tembo Sean Pep 49. Tonga Enoch 60. Mumba Nevas MMD 61. Mwamba Musonda UNIP 74. Hamdudu Haivi PNUP 103. Kateka Chishala NHP 106. Chisela Lazarus ZUSD 123. Kalabahari DP 144. Member Fred SP 232. Chanda Charles UPPZ 243. Banda Anford Park 749. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 12,711. 12,711. Lungu Edgar PF 17,334. 17,334. The total number of registered voters for Wengua constituency is 52,697. Valid votes cast 32,061. Rejected votes 1,143. Total votes cast 33,204, giving us a percentage voter turnout of 63.01%. The next constituency is Lomesi Constituency, Lomesi District, Eastern Province. Silumbe Richard LM 18. Mwenda Kasonde EFF 23. Tembo Sean Pep 53. Mwamba Musonda UNIP 60. Mumba Nevas MMD 61. Kateka Chishala NHP 87. Chanda Charles UPPZ 95. Hamdu Duhaivi PNUP 101. Tonga Enoch 3rd LM 105. Chisela Lazarus ZUSD 106. Nyirenda Stephen Narep 162. Kalabahari DP 207. Member Fred SP 271. Banda Anford Park 306. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 11,267. 11,267. Lungu Edgar PF 20,072. 20,072. The total number of registered voters for Lomesi stands at 53,451. The valid votes cast were 32,994. Rejected votes were 1,110. Total votes cast 34,104. And that gives us a percentage voter turnout of 63.80%. The next constituency, my lord, is Kwacha Constituency, Kitwe District, Copperbelt Province. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM, 3. Tembo Sean, Pep, 3. Chisela Lazarus, ZUSD, 4. Silumbe Richard, LM, 5. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP, 12. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 15. Nyirenda Stephen, Narep, 41. Banda Anford Park, 43. Hamdu Duhaiv, PNUP, 49. Kateka Chishala, NHP, 52. Chanda Chaos, UPPZ, 57. Mumba Nevas, MMD, 73. Membe Fred, SP, 102. Kalabahari, DP, 183. Lungu Edgar, PF, 18,980. 18,980. Hichilema Hakainde, UPND, 24,391. 24,391. The total number of registered voters for Kwacha constituency is 64,145. The valid votes cast were 44,013. Rejected votes were 960. The total votes cast were 44,973, giving us a percentage voter turnout of 70.11%. I now wish to announce results for Katuba constituency, Chivombo district, Central Province. Silumbe Richard, LM, 0. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 3. Chisela Lazarus, ZUSD, 6. Tembo Sean, PEP, 6. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM, 10. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP, 11. Nyirenda Stephen, Narep, 11. Chanda Chaos, UPPZ, 19. Mumba Nevas, MMD, 25. Kateka Chishala, NHP, 36. Banda Anford Park, 51. Kalabahari, DP, 57. 67. I'll read that again. Kalabahari, DP, 67. Hamdudu, Hivi, PNUP, 80. Member Fred, SP 81. Lungu Edgar, PF 11,903, 11,903. Hichilema Hakainde, UPND 24,119, 24,119. The total number of registered voters for Katuba constituency is 53,786. The valid votes cast were 36,428. Rejected votes 993. And the total votes cast 37,421. And that gives us a percentage voter turnout of 69.57%. These are the results for Mafinga constituency, Mafinga district, Muchinga province. Silumbe Richard, 7. Nyirenda Stephen, 9. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 17. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP, 24. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM, 34. Tembo Sean, PEP, 37. Mumbanevas, MMD, 40. Kateka Chishala, NHP, 48. Chisela Lazarus, ZUSD, 83. Hamdudu Haivi, PNUP, 93. Chanda Charles, UPPZ, 105, 105. Kalavahari, DP, 146. Mmembe Fred, SP, 178. Banda Anford Park, 290. Hichilema Hakainde, UPND, 9,910. 9,910. Lungu Edgar, PF, 15,408. 15,408. The total number of registered voters for Mafinga constituency is 39,385. The valid votes cast were 26,428. Rejected votes, 1,202. Total votes cast, 27,630. Percentage turnout, 70.15%. Chairperson, these are the results for Gwembe constituency, Gwembe district, Southern Province. Tembo Sean, PEP, 0. Nyirenda Stephen, NAREP, 1. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 4. Mumbanevas, MMD, 4. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP, 6. Silumbe Richard, LM, 7. Chisela Lazarus, ZUSD, 7. Chanda Charles, UPPZ, 8. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM, 10. Kateka Chishala, NHP, 10. Member Fred, SP, 13. Banda Anford Park, 23. Kalavahari, DP, 30. Hamdu Duhaivi, PNUP, 74. Lungu Edgar, PF, 416, 416. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 23,147. 23,147. The total number of registered voters for Wengua Constituency is 27,583. The valid votes cast were 23,760. Rejected votes 466. The total votes cast 24,226, and the voter percentage turnout 87.83%. The results for Chadiza Constituency, Chadiza District, Eastern Province as follows. I repeat, Chadiza Constituency, Chadiza District, Eastern Province. Nyirenda Stephen, 20. Silumberi Chad, 21. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 32. Tembo Sean Pip, 44. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP, 49. Kateka Chala, NHP, 68. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM, 73. Mumbanevas, MMD, 86. Fred Membe, SP, 91. Chanda Charles, UPPZ, 119. Hamdudu Haivi, PNUP, 122. Chisela Lazarus, ZUSD, 181. Kalabahari, DP, 184. Banda Antford Park, 384. Lungu Edgar, PF, 10,754. 10,754. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 16,369. 16,369. And the total number of registered voters for Chadiza Constituency stands at 44,779. The valid votes cast were 28,597. Rejected votes 1,534. Total votes cast 30,131. And that gives us a percentage voter turnout of 67.29% of the votes. I beg to submit, my lord.
Thanks very much, Commissioner Suminga. Calling upon Commissioner General Mkanda to read the next set of results.
Thank you, Chair. I'll start with Chisamba Constituency, Chisamba District, Central Province. Silumbe Richard LM 4. Mwenda Kasonde EFF 4. Tonga Enoch R 3rd LM 5. Nyerenda Stephen Narep 5. Tembo Sean Pep 7. Mwamba Musonda TS UNIP 16. Chisela Lazarus ZUSD 17. Mumba Nevas MMD 22. Chanda Charles UPPZ 28. Kateka Chishala NHP 31. Membe Fred SP 44. Hamududu Haivi PNUP 65. Kalabahari DP 70. Banda Antford M Park 78. Lungu Edgar PF 9,620, 9,620. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 18,011, 18,011. Registered voters 40,632, 40,632. Valid votes cast 28,027, 28,027. Rejected votes 876, 876. Total votes cast 28,903, 28,903. Percentage turnout 71.13%. I move on to Choma Central Constituency, Choma District in the Southern Province. Tembo Shon, PEP 4. Nyerenda Stephen Narep 5. Silumbe Richard LM 6. Tonga Enoch R Fed LM 6. Mwenda Kasonde EFF 9. Mwamba Musonda TS UNIP 14. Kateka Chishala NHP 18. Chanda Charles UPPZ 18. Mumba Nevas MMD 22. Chisela Lazarus ZUSD 27. Banda Andford M Park 48. Member Fred SP 61. Kalaba Hari DP 95. Hamdudu Hivi PNUP 166, 166. Lungu Edgar PF 4,086, 4,086. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 53,973, 53,973. Registered voters 73,593, 73,593. Valid votes cast 58,558, 58,558. Rejected votes 1,007, 1,007. Total votes cast 59,565, 59,565, giving a percentage turnout of 80.94%. Next is Mwandi Constituency, Mwandi District in the Western Province. Mumba Nevas MMD 0. Tembo Sean Pep 1. Mwamba Musonda TS UNIP 1. Mwenda Kasonde EFF 3. Chisela Lazarus ZUSD 5. Nyerenda Stephen Narep 5. Silumbe Richard LM 5. Chanda Charles, UPPZ 8. Kateka Tishala, NHP 9. Tonga Enoch R, 3rd LM 9. Kalabahari DP 19. Hamdudu Hivi PNUP 29. Banda Andford M Park 32. Membe Fred SP 39. Lungu Edgar PF 1759. 1,759. Hichile Mahakainde UPND 9,554. 9,554. Registered voters 14,049. 14,049. Valid votes cast 11,478. 11,478. And rejected votes 173. 173. Total votes cast 11,651. 11,651, giving a percentage turnout of 82.93%. I move to Nyimba Constituency, Nyimba District in the Eastern Province. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF 14. Silumbe Richard, LM 15. Mwamba Musonda, TS UNIP 28. Mumba Nevas, MMD 42. Tembo Sean, PEP 50. Tonga Enoch R, 3rd LM 69. Chisela Lazarus, ZUSD 84. Chanda Charles, UPPZ 85. Hamududu Hivi PNUP 91. Kateka Tishala NHP 100. 100. Kalabahari DP 125. 125. Nyerenda Stephen Narep 131. 131. Membe Fred SP 197. 197. Banda Andford M Park 340. 340. Hichile Mahakainde UPND 11,446. 11,446. Lungu Edgar PF 21,288. 21,288. Registered voters in the Nyimba constituency 53,277. 53,277. Valid votes cast 34,105. 34,105. Rejected votes 995. 995. Giving a total votes cast 35,100. 35,100, which translates into a percentage turnout of 65.88%. Next is Mwense Constituency, Mwense District, Luapula Province. Tembo Sean, PEP 1. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF 2. Silumbe Richard LM 5. Mwamba Musonda TS UNIP 8. Nyerenda Stephen Narep 9. Tonga Enoch R 3rd LM 12 12. Chisela Lazarus ZUSD 15 15. Mumba Nevas MMD 15 15. Chanda Charles UPPZ 16 16. Hamdudu Hyvy PNUP 25 25. Membe Fred SP 48 48. Kateka Chishala NHP 60 60. Banda Andford M Park 62. Kalaba Hari DP 88 88. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 4,174 4,174. Lungu Edgar PF 17,261 17,261. And registered voters 31,937 31,937. Valid votes cast 21,801 21,801. Rejected votes 640 640. Total votes cast 22,441 22,441, and the percentage turnout was 70.27%. I finish with Nakonde Constituency, Nakonde District, Muchinga Province. Nyerenda Stephen, Narep, 1-3. Silumbe Richard, LM, 1-5. Tembo Sean, Pep, 2-2. Tonga Enoch R, 3rd LM, 2-8. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 29. Mwamba Musonda TS UNIP 40. Mumba Nevas MMD 55. Kateka Chishala NHP 58. Hamdudu Hyvy PNUP 69. Chisela Lazarus ZUSD 78. Chanda Charles UPPZ 88. Kalaba Hari DP 121 121. Banda Andford M Park 228 228. Member Fred SP 290 290. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 18,086 18,086. Edgar Lungu PF 19,735 19,735. Registered voters in Nakonde constituency 63,178 63,178. Valid votes cast 38,955 38,955. Rejected votes 1,884 1,884. And the total votes cast was 40,839 40,839. 39, giving a percentage turnout of 64.64%. Next is Msanzala Constituency. Lusangazi District in the Eastern Province. Nyerenda Stephen, Narep, 10. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 12, 1-2. Silumbe Richard, LM, 1-3. Mwamba Musonda TS UNIP, 2-2. Tembo Sean, PEP, 2-5. Mumba Nevas MMD 30-3-0. Tonga Enoch R Fedelem 45-4-5. Hamdudu Haivi PNUP 63-6-3. Membe Fred SP 97-9-7. Chisela Lazarus ZUSD 111-111. Kateka Chishala NHP 114-114. Kalabahari DP 134-134. Chanda Charles UPPZ 146-146. Banda Andiford M Park 381-381. Hichilema Hakainde UPND 8,021 8,021. Lungu Edgar PF 15,688 15,688. Registered voters 41,500 41,500. Valid votes cast 24,912 24,912. Rejected votes 836 836. Total votes cast 25,748 25,748, giving a percentage turnout of 62.04%. I submit, Chair.
Well, thanks very much, General Mkanda. The last set will be read by Commissioner Mtiti.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. I begin with Livingston Constituency of Livingston District in Southern Province. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF 2. Chisela Lazarus, SUSD 5. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM 10. Nyerenda Stephen, NAREP 12. Chanda Charles, UPPZ 12. Tembo Sean, PEP 15. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP 15. Banda Andiford, Park 28. Silumbe Richard, LM 28. Kateka Chishala, NHP 39. Mumba Nevas, MMD 63. Hamdudu Haivi, PNUP 82. Membe Fred, SP 84. Kalabahari, DP 186. 186. Lungu Edgar, PF 13,273. 13,273. Hichile Mahakainde, UPND 45,368. 45,368. Registered voters were 78,470. Valid votes cast 59,222. Rejected votes 59,680. Total votes cast, 59,902. This represents a voter turnout of 76.34%. I now turn to Chipangali constituency, Chipangali district of the Eastern Province. Nyerenda Stephen, Narep, 16. Silumbe Richard, LM, 18. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 22. Tembo Sean, PEP, 32. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP, 49. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM, 51. Mumba Nervous, MMD, 52. Kateka Chishala, NHP, 100. Chisela Lazarus, SUSD, 115. 115. Hamdudu Haivi, PNUP, 116. 116. Chanda Charles, UPPZ, 162. 162. Kalabahari, DP, 177. 177. Member Fred, SP, 233. 233. Banda Andiford, Park, 472. 472. Hichile Mahakainde, UPND, 12,965. 12,965. Lungu Edgar, PF, 22,732. 22,732. Registered voters, 70,113. Valid votes cast, 37,312. Rejected votes, 1,182. Total votes cast, 38,494. And this represents a percentage turnout of 54.90%. The next one is Kasama Central Constituency, Kasama District, Northern Province. Silumbe Richard, LM, 4. Nyirenda Stephen, Narep, 7. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 13. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM, 24. Tembo Sean, PEP, 31. Chisela Lazarus, SUSD, 32. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP, 34. Mumba Neves, MMD, 39. Hamdudu Haivi, PNUP, 54. Chanda Childs, UPPZ, 80. Kateka Chishala, NHP, 132. 132. Banda Andiford, Park, 156. 156. Kalabahari, DP, 246. 246. Member Fred, SP, 276. 276. Hichile Mahakainde, UPND, 17,649. 17,649. Lungu Edgar, PF, 26,358. 26,358. Registered voters, 69,295. Valid votes cast, 45,135. Rejected votes, 1,199. Total votes cast, 46,334, representing a percentage turnout of 66.86%. We now move to Wengua Constituency, Monze District of the Southern Province. Kateka Chishala, NHP, 0. Nyirenda Stephen, Narep, 1. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF, 1. Silumbe Richard, LM, 1. Tembo Sean, PEP, 1. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP 3, Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM 3, Mumba Neves, MMD 3, Chanda Childs, UPPZ 4, Chisera Lazarus, SUSD 6, Membe Fred, SP 7, Banda Andy Ford, Park 9, Kalabahari, DP 24, Hamududu Haivi, PNUP 66, Lungu Edgar, PF 309, 309. Hichile Mahakainda, UPND 21,497, 21,497. Registered voters 24,946. Valid votes cast 21,935. Rejected votes 331. Total votes cast 22,266, representing a percentage turnout of 89.26%. Mr. Chairman, I now move on to Solwezi Central Constituency, Solwezi District, Northwestern Province. Tembo Sean, PEP 1. Nirenda Stephen, NAREP 2. Silumbe Richard, LM 6. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF 7. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM 11. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP 12. Chanda Childs, UPPZ 22. Chisela Lazarus, SUSD 30. Mumba Nervous, MMD 32. Membe Fred, SP 40. Kateka Chishala, NHP 78. Kalabahari, DP 95. Banda Andy Ford, Park 110, 110. Hamdudu Haivi, PNUP 124, 124. Lungu Edgar, PF 6,966, 6,966. Hichile Mahakainde, UPND 47,946, 47,946. Registered voters 76,377. Valid votes cast 55,482. Rejected votes 1,033. Total votes cast 56,515. Percentage turnout 73.99%. I now move to Bahati Constituency, Mansa District, Luapula Province. Nirenda Stephen, NAREP 3. Mwenda Kasonde, EFF 14. Tembo Sean, PEP 14. Mumba Neves, MMD 16. Silumbe Richard, LM 18. Mwamba Musonda, UNIP 28. Tonga Enoch, 3rd LM 42. Chisela Lazarus, SUSD 44. Hamdudu Haivi, PNUP 55. Chanda Charles, UPPZ 81. Kateka Chishala, NHP 87. Membe Fred, SP 145, 145. Banda Andy Ford, Park 176, 176. Kalabahari, DP 2,277, 2,277. Hichile Mahakainde, UPND 10,203. 10,203. Lungu Edgar, PF 18,377. let me repeat this, 18,377. Registered voters, 47,919. Valid votes cast, 31,580. Rejected votes, 917. Total votes cast, 32,497, representing a percentage voter turnout of 67.82%. The next one is Lundazi Constituency, Lundazi District of the Eastern Province. Silumbe Richard LM 21, Mwenda Kasonde EFF 27, Nyirenda Stephen Narep 37, Tonga Enoch 3rd LM 66, Mumba Neves MMD 76, Tembo Sean PEP 85, Hamdudu Haivi PNUP 86, Mwamba Musonda UNIP 100, 100. Chanda Charles UPP Z 110, 110. Chisela Lazarus SUSD 123, 123. Membe Fred SP 149, 149. Kateka Chishala NHP 185, 185. Kalabahari DP 189, 189. Banda Andy Ford Park 482, 482. Hichile Mahakainde UPND 14,929, 14,929. Lungu Edgar PF 24,323, 24,323. Registered voters 66,972. Valid votes cast 40,988. Rejected votes 1,838. Let me read this again. Valid votes cast 40,988. Rejected votes 1,838. Total votes cast 42,826, representing a percentage voter turnout of 63.95%. Mr. Chairman, I submit. Thank you, sir.
Well, thanks very much, Commissioner Mtiti. As indicated earlier on, ladies and gentlemen, this comes a close of the first session, and we will break for 30 minutes, coming back after the 30 minutes to announce the second set of results for today. Good afternoon.
The Electoral Commission of Zambia has just announced that they will have to take a 30 minutes break because they have to announce 62 constituency more added to the earlier 62 announced that they announced earlier. In the background, there's a bit of some concerns and various political